Welcome to the Fuller Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording. It's 2:57 p.m. that is Central Time, and today is April 13th. Quite a lot going on today, and particularly intraday reversals that were very positive for several asset classes. I think, though, that one of the bigger moves we've seen is in the Hungarian forint versus the euro. That's a beautiful breakout. You've got big upward dynamics, certainly pricing in the possibility that Orban was going to lose the election over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and now very clearly establishing itself above the 1,000-day moving average. And that raises important issues. First, of course, it's not good for Russia. This is very likely to unleash the 90 billion euro loan for Ukraine from the EU. We can also see that the forint has been trending downwards for an awfully long time, particularly against the euro. And there's some talk that Hungary may be admitted into the euro at some point in the future following this change of government. And this political decision obviously is rather important from the supporters of European cohesion. Then you have lots of other points that are popping up in here today. Well, one is that the negotiations between the USA and Iran finished yesterday with nothing agreed. And the threat that the USA would impose a total blockade on anything going through the Straits of Hormuz. So that would certainly hit Iran, since it's really only anything that is going through with Iran's permission is getting out right now. Now, of course, would that make the blockade worse? Yes. And that is the reason why oil prices were up $8 initially. But then they closed up only about 3. And the reality is when you look at what the main sticking point was in the negotiations, at least how it was reported last night, was the nuclear question. Well, if that's what they were really sticking on, it does suggest that there were other points they were willing to concede on. So even though there was nothing agreed, there is certainly room for further talks. But that doesn't mean that there won't continue to be strife. And then I think we're in a rather interesting environment as well as we head into the earnings season. We're going to find out some very interesting points. One will be how well do the banks perform in the aftermath of their earnings. And then the second will be how does the software sector perform in the aftermath of